let's go into television then, and we go right into the sports corner. And yeah, it may be winter time over here, but it's summer in Australia, and that's why the Australian Open continues. But if you are unable to watch the Australian Open as it plays live, or if because your broadcast feed may black out some matches, well, I have some positive news for you. If you don't mind a little bit of viewing awkwardness, the Australian Open YouTube channel account has been streaming several matches in full, with the caveat that the players are displayed in a Nintendo Wii-like cartoon avatar that mimics their every move. So, by displaying the matches in this video game-like format, it technically means that there's no breach of strict broadcasting rights. We've seen this a lot more currently with Disney Plus as they do their Sunday Fun Days with the NFL of both the Toy Story and more recently the Simpsons for Monday Night Football, where the feed is delayed by 2 minutes, but because they sync the audio to the video, there's really no like delay that you can see if you're watching it. You
Mhm.
just may get the notification on your phone right before it happens.
Yeah, it's a neat workaround, I think. And I saw a picture of what these guys look like, and they're charming little avatars. Um, yeah, just one of them to raise their foot so we can see what the bottom of an Australian Open avatar's shoe looks like.
I'm sorry, this is not challenging. You cannot get the video, the camera point
From
up
up
through the mat.
under the yeah. Ah, rats.
Yes. But yeah, the Australian Open continues. They're currently in round four, leading into the quarterfinals. But we should know who will be in the finals by the time we record next week.
Okay,
Just because the finals will then be on the 26th, which is the following Sunday of the time we
got
record.
it.
Let's see here. Real briefly, NBA trade deadline, February 6th. It's coming. So be on the lookout for teams making trades, trying to get to that championship. And that will
Mhm.
happen both, I think it's right before the All-Star break too.
Okay.
Over in the NHL, because they run simultaneously, Alex Ovechkin holds a new record for the number of goaltenders scored on, currently at 179. He was at 178 uh, with Jaguar, for a while there, but then they put in a backup goalie, and Ovechkin got his 179th goalie,
Nice.
which is kind of impressive. 179
Yeah.
different goalies that you score on.
Yeah, that's wild.
The other person doing amazing stuff, as always, McJesus over here, Connor McDavid, scored his 1,044th point for Edmonton in his 10 years there. This will place him second in franchise, just behind someone named Wayne Gretzky, who scored 1,669 points for the team in 9 years.
I mean, there's a reason why they call him the greatest. Can't beat
Yeah,
that.
I mean, another 600 points and a year less.
Right. It's already too late. You can't beat that.
Well, the reason he's in second is because the guy who wasn't second was Wayne Gretzky's teammate, who had 1,043 points.
Yeah.
So, insane to have like those kind of numbers on the same team.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. That's good. All right. Now let's go over to American football, where we're going to
The
talk
band?
about the playoffs. So,
Playoffs?
yeah, all the top seeds advanced because typically you want the home team who is the top seed to advance because you got home field advantage.
Yeah.
Except for the Buccaneers because Baker Mayfield's an idiot. Well, he is, but also Jaden Daniels is like just dominating everything and probably going to win Rookie of the Year because of it.
Mhm.
But yeah, the Washington Commanders advanced, and all the other home teams advanced. Even the Rams, who were not at home, won. The visual games are this upcoming weekend. The two teams that were on by, the Chiefs and the Lions, will be playing this upcoming week.
Okay.
But we did get a little sneak peek into next year, the 2025 season, as the NFL likes to do, schedule games outside, overseas, internationally. Well, starting in 2025, the NFL can schedule up to 8 leagues or up to 8 league operated regular season games abroad. We already know that 3 of them will be in London and 1 of them will be in Berlin. Last year we had 1 in Rio, which they're probably going to do again. So that's 5. And they're going to add another one announced, which is going to be in Madrid, Spain, where the Dolphins will be hosting the team. Well, the
Okay.
Dolphins will be playing. Unsure who they're going to be playing against first, but Dolphins are scheduled to be the home team in Madrid. And this is the first time the NFL will be playing a game in Madrid, Spain. So,
Okay.
yay!
Yeah,
International
sure.
audience. Also,
What do you
yay! Dolphins get one less game.
what do you think about those last two places are, the mystery locations?
Like I said, up to 8. They may not schedule them.
Sure.
We've done Berlin. They've done Germany. They've done Munich before. They might go back there. There's 3 in London. They may do Paris because we just had the Olympic Games in there last year. So the infrastructure is still there for them to use. Uh, I'd be interested to see if they go anywhere outside of Europe or South America into the Asian territory or the territory in Asia. But we will see because passports, international games, and time zones and wearing out
Yeah.
players.
Yeah. Tricky thing to organize,
Yep.
but yeah, they're gonna do it.
All right. And lastly, in the sports section, we got to talk about the D League, the college football playoff championship game is this upcoming Monday, and nothing else that happened on Monday will take center stage away from it. As the Ohio State will take on the Notre Dame football team. Both entered the conference playoffs at the number 8 seed and number 7 seed, respectively, which means that the extended bracket actually ended up working in the favor of these kind of fringe teams that, if they kept it to the 4 teams, would definitely not have made it uh into this championship game. By
Mhm.
extending it out to 12 teams, you're able to have the 7th and the 8th seed prove themselves to be the best of the teams and come into the championship game.
Right.
So yes, the playoff format worked.
Turns out,
But
finally.
yeah, but unless you're on the other side where it's like, oh, my team lost because of this stupid playoff format, blah blah blah. Like, oh no, your team should have played better. Oh no, your team should have probably benched Quinn Ewers. Oh no, your team
Yeah.
probably should have like actually thrown the ball instead of running every down.
I mean, yeah, like it's important to keep in mind that this structure is relatively new
Mhm.
compared to a lot of our traditional playoff kind of structures in other sports. So the fact that we actually have a really successful version of this is good news. I think that this is the template that they can use going forward.
It definitely is. I think they will keep this 12-man team at least. I could see for the next, well, through the rest of this decade for the next 5 years and probably into the 2030s. Oh, it
Yeah.
sounds so futuristic, the 2030s.
2030s. Yeah, let's not talk about the 2030s yet. I'm not ready.
We may not get to the 2030s. Anyways,
Anyway.
yeah, that's it for sports.